Hi and welcome to Indigo Starfire. My name is Bevin, and in this video I'm going to be looking into the energies of love for the month of April 2023 for the Aquarius collective. You can apply these energies for your sun, moon, or rising sign. Cross watchers are welcome as well. And I'm just starting out this series of monthly readings for zodiac signs here on this channel. So I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments section. And before I get into the reading, I wanted to start with the channel announcements. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop. There's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of that out as well. And I've launched a second channel here on YouTube. It's called Lady of the Dawn Tarot. There's a link in the description box as well as in the channel section of my page for that. The format over there consists of pick-a-cards and general energy check-ins related to topics such as spirituality, ascension, wellness, and self-love. And I've just put out the first in the monthly series of zodiac readings, general collective energy readings over there. So if any of that sounds interesting, I invite you to check that channel out. I thank you for your support there as well as for your continued support here on this channel. So as far as this reading is concerned, I'm going to be pulling 3 cards, getting 3 clarifiers, and closing it out with some guidance. So Aquarius, what do you need to know for love for the month of April? Okay, we've got the Queen of Swords, the King of Cups, and the 3 of Pentacles. So this is definitely giving me the energy of heart-to-heart conversations with somebody. This can be somebody who you were dealing with previously and you've taken some time apart. Maybe a period of years has passed by, or you just parted ways at some point. It's 2 people who have been working individually within themselves. Maybe you gave an ultimatum to somebody in the past, you cut somebody off, and it has been, your words have really hit home with them. They've made some kind of changes. There has been some kind of a revelation, some kind of a softening in the heart space. If you were in like a full no contact period with one another, this can be them resurfacing with the intention and interest to try again, to try and rebuild, expressing things to you, maybe words that you have been wanting to hear for quite some time. If they were approaching you just kind of in the logical mind, it feels that more of a heart-centered awareness is part of the nature of these interactions and exchanges with one another. It may be something where it's just a work in progress. It's still evident that there's a lot of personal growth that needs to happen with this individual. It also may reinstill within you hope that the situation is not beyond the point of repair. Steps that they have taken, the work that they have done within themselves. This is not something energetically that you're going to pick up and say, oh, they feel so different. This is something where they have maybe learned some new tools of communication. They're demonstrating to you, they are saying words to you that are not just what you want to hear, but that really are evidence of concrete core level change within this person. They may have started to become aware of and have worked toward healing any kind of like heart chakra blockages, any sort of like wounds regarding love, anything that has kept them very much in kind of a logical, practical, mundane sense, kind of avoiding love, running from love. It's something where it would almost be addressed very directly in the nature of the conversation, where they're saying the words like, I took you for granted, I didn't appreciate you, I didn't see your value, rather than just something that would be like vibrationally sensed, rather than, a lot of kind of things sort of floating beneath the surface with you. It's conversations that really bring that up. You get to the root of the problem between the two of you. You get to those core issues, and the way in which this person leans into that, leans into the discomfort, leans into the full range of their feelings. It provides you with more clarity and perspective about the time that you have spent apart, maybe not being in vain. It gives you a lot to think about. It provides you with clarity and perspective. Maybe in some way this frees you up in the heart space from a sense of unknowing, from a sense of putting somebody on a pedestal, because you recognize that they've made steps, they've made growth, they have advanced in some way, but you're almost on a different level than them. They still have to catch up. They still have a lot of work to do. Maybe this is something that helps you close the door to the connection forever, or releases in some way any manner, directly or indirectly, in which you've really been standing in place. You've been holding out hope, that it almost fills you with a very endearing sense that they're making an effort, they're starting to change, they're starting to grow. But then there's this consideration of sort of what's in your highest good, what's in your best interest, that you are perhaps even far beyond this person in terms of dealing with the truth of your heart, healing and repairing from this situation. You've grown and evolved. They're just getting started at that. So it can be something that, beyond the month of April, then you have some serious soul searching to do. But clarification comes in, clarity comes in. For a lot of you, this can also be something where what is evidenced, this reinforces for you this sense of certainty that, holding space for them, keeping this connection alive within, keeping the light on in your heart for this person is really the best solution, that they're trying, they're making the effort. They are, not just saying they're going to change, but they have made some changes. And it's something where, it causes you to kind of keep that hope alive for a little bit longer. Something where, it's almost like starting to repair the situation. They're approaching you in a new manner. You're building on more solid foundation, or a different kind of foundation, starting from the ground up, reacquainting yourselves with one another, or what they're presenting to you. It brings something different to the table from what had been the case before. There's a practical energy to this. There's an energy of following one's heart, something that comes through in the course of this interaction or exchange with this individual. It resonates with you. It kind of like answers some sort of question for you, something your intuition may have been telling you all along, but perhaps you were sort of in denial about that one way or another. You get that kind of clarity. You get that real world perspective. You're able to kind of like come out of the clouds and back down into material reality to see, have you just been in love with kind of the perception of possibility in this person? How does that compare with where they are actually at in terms of their soul evolution, their soul growth as manifest in this world, in this reality? What is their focus? What limitations within self have they eradicated? Are they seeking to kind of build beyond? It's all of this kind of like perspective that really arms you with the information necessary for you to make a well-educated choice as far as, grow with this person, build with this person, give this person space to continue upon their journey, or close this chapter of your experience out and continue on some other path or trajectory you have been moving down. It's something which it lays a foundation, regardless of if it's a coming back together or, a period of kind of like wishing each other well and moving in separate directions, not out of any animosity, not with any kind of like lingering energy. It's cutting away these energetic cords to what if, and there's a certainty, there's a knowing, so that you're able to really have a solid platform to move beyond in some other direction, either together or apart. So I'm going to get some clarifiers about this. Oh, and before I get that, this can also relate to like a new person that you've been dealing with, somebody who, you may have just kind of been casually dealing with this person. This may even be somebody from work who comes towards you and makes some kind of an offer, makes some kind of a statement, opens those lines of communication to exploring the idea of romance with one another. They provide you with some kind of a gesture that lets you know they have deeper feelings. They want to take the situation further. They want to grow. They want to be more than just friends. It's a start, though. It's a foundation. It's something which also provides you with a lot of information as far as kind of what tools this person is working with, the nature of their delivery towards you. This may be something where you had kind of segmented this person into something. You'd categorize them. You'd put them in a box. They may almost break out of that box in some way that stirs something within you. Again, this idea of needing to sort of go inside and marinate after this experience, that what they bring forth, you hadn't seen them in this way. You're seeing them in a new light. Something within you kind of stirs over the approach that this person makes to you, how direct they are, how confident they are. They're not beating around the bush. They're really cutting to the chase of something. And it may kind of trigger you in some way, maybe even call up a little bit of sort of like wounding within you, some sort of prohibitions within you, something where you've really been almost judging this person from the outside, or you had this sort of preconceived notion of who they are because of how you've been dealing with them up to this point in time, that is then going to need to be sort of leveled out within you before you're able to really sort of experience the full actualization of whatever this is, whatever they bring forth to you. So let's see what the clarifiers are. Okay, so we've got the Page of Wands, Death, and Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, so this is definitely with this Page of Wands, this is very kind of, it's immature energy, but with growth potential. This can be like a re-sparking of a connection because somebody from your past is bringing forth to you evidence that they have changed. They're bringing forth new tools. They're presenting themselves in a different way. This is something which sparks your interest, but at the same time makes you recognize that there's still a lot that needs to evolve within this person. It's still unknown sort of what the future can be. It creates an ending, a closure to some kind of period of waiting, of not knowing. It provides some kind of answer for you that either it opens the door to you building in some kind of a new direction. It signals a new change. It's a new cycle. Either, this gets the ball rolling for the rebirth of the connection. You're advancing in that in some manner. You're laying a new foundation with one another. This may be something where it allows you to close that door so you're able to move forward in your life in other ways. You've had this person perhaps on a pedestal, they come down into material reality, and something within you just really tells you, maybe in this lifetime it isn't meant to work out between us, or, at this time they still have a lot of work to do within themselves, and how fair is that for me to continue to kind of like put my life on hold for this individual? This can be that kind of closure as well. If this is somebody like a work connection, or somebody that you've just sort of like been casually dealing with, again, it's something that's it's kind of small. It leaves you with a sense of indecision with this Page of Wands here. It's not like, this leaping forward in the heart space. Yes, I'm going to take this offer. Yes, I'm just so glad that you made this approach to me. It's something which there's a pause that is necessary. It's almost, it puts to an end a certain way that you've categorized this person, but there may be a little bit of almost spinning your wheels with this, where you're really not certain if you want to embark upon this, if you want to open this door with this person, where this could lead. It's like endless possibilities. This may also be something that really catches you off guard. It's almost brings to your attention in some way how you had misappropriately categorized this person. Something stirs within you, and it's very unexpected, to where you're needing some time to really sort out within yourself, what are the larger implications here? What do I want out of this person? What is possible? You're seeing them, you're redefining them in some manner. Maybe an idea that you had about them, or the way in which you both relate to one another. Something is sparked, something is closed out, and yet at the same time it's movement forward, but not like a fixed idea of what that can develop into. So something that's almost, it's a very curious energy. It's food for thought. It gives you kind of like pause to reflect in some manner. It's the closing of one cycle for you this month, in the month of April, and kind of embarking more in alignment with like personal destiny, destiny with another person. Maybe even if this is a new person, kind of expressing their interest towards you, asking you out, giving some kind of a gesture of love. This isn't just flirtation. This would be, very kind of like direct, very matter-of-fact communication. This may illuminate for you some areas within yourself, some limitations or blocks within yourself, to being fully open and receptive to love and partnership that need need to be worked on within you in order to liberate yourself from a period of like stagnancy within your love life. Maybe you've been sitting around single, wishing that you could find someone shows up and then you're the one that's hesitant. That can be very illuminating for you as well about areas that need to be healed and kind of addressed within you, ways in which you've almost been thwarting or kind of standing in your own way, to where, whatever unfolds with this individual, whether this is long term or it's just something that is very illuminating for you, it almost feels to be a key in some manner to an aspect of personal growth that had been overlooked, or that you hadn't been able to really recognize or hadn't been able to access before. So in terms of signs, with the swords, we have air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Cups is water, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Pentacles is earth, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Wands is fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Death is Scorpio. And Wheel of Fortune is mutable energy, Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, and Sagittarius. So I'm going to get some guidance, and these can be little mantras that you include in your daily kind of self-care routine, or these can just kind of further reiterate these energies right here, provide you with some more clarity and guidance. Okay, and we have my mind creates a reflection of my physical world. I am at peace. So whether this is someone from your past returning with evidence that they have changed, they've taken steps in a new direction, this is really something that, or somebody new that is kind of making that approach to you, and it's almost, it shakes something at the core within you. Maybe it's very triggering within you. It's something where, you're almost very indecisive about it and not really knowing why. This is talking about mirrored energy, some kind of progress, some kind of state or stage that you are at, maybe a bit of indecision, things that as much as you've grown and evolved, if this is someone from the past working on things, there may still be things that you need to work on. This exchange with one another can illuminate that for you. It can help provide this person with the tools of other growth that needs to happen. Any kind of like uncertainty that you have, or anything that, kind of gives you this need to sort of pause if someone is bringing forth to you, romantic feelings, or like asking you out in some way, and there's a hesitation. And it feels if that's the case, this is somebody who, they are attractive by your standards. This is somebody that they're not giving you any kind of like weird or creepy vibes. It's just something within you that's kind of uncertain, that's kind of not moving with that, not kind of accepting that, not, is needing to sort of withdraw and kind of think about things, that it is, trusting in that, being at peace with that, not kind of overanalyzing the situation, picking it apart, but recognizing any kind of like hesitation, any kind of like uncertainty. It is really evidence of sort of something that's being provided to you as kind of the direction for possible growth, possible things that need to be healed, that all of that can come in this very sort of unlikely package of a romantically oriented experience with somebody this month. We also have my heart is open to freely expressing love. Yeah, so something that can be highlighted for you about some blocks that still need to be worked through. This can also be a liberation of a block of uncertainty, because you're then provided with evidence where somebody you were holding space for, where they are at, where they are headed toward, what they are working with, that either encourages you to continue to hold space, to work with them, to co-create with them, to build with them, or to close this door out, to recognize that maybe your story has ended between the two of you. You then are provided with this concrete evidence that allows you to calibrate, re-navigate in a direction of a love that is more in alignment with what you are seeking. Also, if this is somebody new that kind of has you a little bit flustered, has you a little bit uncertainty, it again can be very illuminating for you as far as blocks within yourself that you may be kind of wanting love and partnership, and then when you are presented with that you're not accepting that blessing. It can be very illuminating for you about some things that need to be kind of healed and worked through beyond the month of April. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.